line is cat. Shout out to Culture Spill and most importantly, Marshall. Shout out to y'all for tapping in. This video is Farrah Franklin finally reveals how Beyonce's dad abused her. We ain't gonna talk too much without further ado. We're gonna get straight into the video.
My manager happened to be Beyonce's father. Matthew knows. He propositioned me to invite me over to the hotel to meet and speak with him.
Wait. What? Beyonce's dad, Matthew Knowles, did what to former Destiny's Child member Farrah Franklin? I sure hope you are ready for this hot cup of tea. So Beyonce is still in the spotlight for her very controversial performance in Dubai. And you know when people start talking about a celebrity,
yeah, she made like 20-something mil just off like going in. That's crazy.
Of hidden skeletons also come to the surface. And in this video, I will be talking about Destiny's forgotten child, Farrah, who surprisingly also came up. So what exactly happened between her and Beyonce's dad, Matthew Knowles? For a bit of a refresher, Farrah's career with Destiny's Child began in late 1999 when she booked a job as an extra in the Bills video. Now she earned an official spot in the group along with Michelle Williams and Kelly Rowland after LaToya Luckett and LaTavia Robertson exited, going on to appear in videos for Say My Name and Jumpin'. Unfortunately, Farrah only lasted a couple of months, and in July of 2000, Matthew said in a statement shared with MTV that the group had decided to part ways with Farrah after she missed a string of shows. He was like, the bottom line is that Farrah didn't show up for work. I don't care where you work, whether it's a production line or whatever. If you don't show up, you're getting fired. Beyonce also backed up her dad's statement and said the same year that Destiny's Child's break with Farrah Franklin was the result of her missing several gigs and promotional appearances. B also revealed it wasn't a management decision, but a group one. However, Farrah said she didn't show up to the events because she had already quit the group after allegedly being mistreated by Matthew. She also claimed Matthew had lied to avoid the blowback of having yet another member leave the group since 2 members had already left.
I mean, ultimately, it was management. He did get kind of loud and I don't know the right word to say it right now, but it's not a way you would want somebody treating your 18-year-old daughter fresh out of the hospital.
About Beyonce, Farrah also said that just like her dad, she had also lied about the reason why she left the group.
Yeah, well, that's not true. I've never missed a show, ever, or I would have got kicked out the group. You know how much I was getting paid to do a show, and that's the best part of my day? I'm not missing any shows. But when I leave the group, they weren't honest with people and said that I left. You can't say I'm missing shows if I'm no longer a part of the group anymore. That's a lie. Bold-faced one.
According to fans, it was also easy to believe that Beyonce was lying because there are also receipts of Beyonce being totally mean to Farrah.
That's the last flight out of here?
Yes, sir. You might have to go straight to the airport.
Okay. I don't have no luggage.
I'm rolling. But it's better for you to go home than not have luggage.
No, it's not. It's not. Because where y'all coming out there?
Well, somebody can send your luggage.
Speaking of Beyonce, some people are also usually of the opinion that Farrah was competition for her and she had to go. Like this one person who wrote on Twitter, they didn't like Farrah because she was outspoken and not easily taken advantage of. Plus, she was equally beautiful as Beyonce, brown skin beauty. When you headstrong, people don't like you. You know that issue of Farrah being light-skinned was actually pretty serious, and in an episode of The Wendy Williams Experience, Farrah also spilled that all the other members of Destiny's Child had to tan so they were significantly darker than Beyonce.
That's how they wanted me to look.
What else would they do to ugly you up?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say it's a bad thing, but I mean, I did have to tan a lot.
Tan a lot? Because they wanted Beyonce to be the lightest one?
I mean, Michelle, I, and Kelly.
That skin, that skin thing annoys me. That skin stuff gotta stop, bro. We are biggest downfall. That skin stuff gotta stop, bro. We all still black at the end of the day, bro.
Sometimes, so.
Wow. And Beyonce wouldn't tan?
Wow. Not unless we were at a beach.
Wow. And then that sunscreen would be 45.
I don't know.
Crazy, right? I know. Well, other than those reasons involving Beyonce, the elephant in the room is truly how Matthew Knowles mistreated Farrah. And anyone who knows Matthew knows that he can be a bit shady, like how he did LaToya and Latavia dirty. In fact, shortly after leaving the group, LaToya Luckett and Latavia Robertson dragged Matthew through the mud in a lawsuit, citing his clear favoritism of certain band members, obviously Beyonce and Kelly. The lawsuit actually claimed that Matthew attempted to gain legal guardianship of LaToya and Latavia and refused to share financial information with them and their parents. The girls also claimed they didn't even know they were kicked out of the group until they heard the new hit song, Say My Name. In addition, the two also slapped the original members Beyonce and Kelly Rowland with lawsuits of their own, charging them with breach of contract, defamation, libel, and fraud. Also, in more emotional damage, when Destiny's Child was peaking, Michelle Williams was struggling to feel like herself again. And in 2017, she also revealed on The Talk that she battled depression and that she expressed this to her manager, who didn't have the best response. She said, "When I disclosed it to our manager at the time, bless his heart, he was like, y'all just signed a multi-million-dollar deal and you're about to go on tour. What do you have to be depressed about?" So I was like,
It's not always about the money.
maybe I'm just tired. Also, let's not forget that Matthew had Michelle and Farrah singing over vocals that weren't theirs. And that makes it even easier to believe every member of Destiny's Child wasn't given an equal opportunity to shine publicly. But get this, once again, Matthew said that Farrah was the one who was lying, and in an interview he also did with Vlad TV, he opened up about alleged complications surrounding Farrah in the group, including Michelle supposedly going to him to reveal that Farrah had been sneaking out to nightclubs.
And I admire what she did. I don't consider it a snitch, because had she not revealed that, we probably wouldn't be sitting here talking about Destiny's Child.
He then addressed Farrah telling DJ Vlad that Matthew got loud with her, which he scoffed at, and added that it was ridiculous that she would leave behind $50 million because someone got loud with her.
She thought I was getting loud at her? Come on, man. I'm sure there was sometimes I had energy with what I said. She didn't say that I cursed her. She didn't say I made any type of innuendo.
It's funny how old people talk like, yo, I didn't cuss you. That was random, but
type of approaches to her. She said something as much as, I got loud. Wow, somebody left the group, left $50 million on the table.
It's not about the money, bro.
Because Matthew Knowles got loud with them.
Okay, hold that thought, sir, because Farrah actually suggested that you did make inappropriate advances. In the clip that resurfaced online, Farrah recalled a particular incident where the manager, Matthew Knowles, allegedly invited her to a hotel room to meet and speak with him. When asked whether he had tried to make a move, she hesitated before suggesting he did. Just see for yourself.
Fortunately, my manager happened to be Beyonce's father. Matthew Knowles, he propositioned me to invite me over to the hotel to meet and speak with him.
Did Matthew try to sleep with you, Farrah?
I haven't met too many people in my life who haven't liked me. I'll just put it like that.
Sounds like a pretty
Yes.
clear answer if you ask me.
That's
So
a
the
yes.
video is from a television pilot about former girl group members that never made it on air, and it first leaked in 2020 when someone who claimed they used to work in TV shared it on Twitter and other social media platforms. Farrah didn't reveal when the incident happened, but that 5 months after the incident, she was no longer a part of Destiny's Child. Pretty sus, right? Let's just say that a lot of people didn't need too much convincing that Matthew tried to sleep with Farrah. As one person posted on Twitter, as delusional as Farrah is, and as much as people downplay her, Farrah was fine as hell in the 90s and early 2000s. So I def believe Matthew's sleazy self was trying to F. And someone else also added, I definitely believe Farrah Franklin that Matthew was trying it on the low. Plus, Matthew already has a case of infidelity on his back, so hitting on Farrah doesn't really come off as a surprise. For reference, back in 2009, he got into a scandal as he took a step back from the public to focus focus on the birth of his child with Alexandra Wright. And when it was confirmed that he was the father of the child, Tina Knowles filed for divorce. Tina dropped the suit in 2010, only to refile in the following year, stating discord or conflict of personalities, which prevented them from a reasonable expectation of reconciliation as the reason. Now, based on everything I have said, it's possible that Matthew tried to sleep with Farrah, and because there were already other factors that I have also mentioned, she had to go. But do you believe that to be true? Let me know your thoughts on all of these Matthew Farrah dramas in the comment section below.
I just think it's a possibility. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. With that being said, I appreciate y'all for the love and support. Love is love, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video.